Okay. Assalamualaikum everyone, and thank you for making yourself available for this meeting. So I have received apologize for absence from Mr. Kamil, who can't join this meeting as he's attending a course in Johor, and I'm afraid Miss Alia also cannot be with us today, since she have her medical leave. And this is our second meeting to discuss on how we can help B40 families in Malaysia, of course, in strengthening their household income. So before we proceed, I would like to everyone to go over the minutes that we have from our previous meeting. So do you have any amendments to make? Anyone?
Excuse me, Mr. Chairperson. I
Okay, all
noticed
right.
an error on page 2 in the minute, and we actually allocated a sum of 150,000 ringgit for advertisement last year, and we agreed that the amount should be retained.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Shah. Okay, I will to look at after this matter. Any other?
Yes, actually, Mr. Chairperson. In fact, there is another amendment to be precise. From last meeting, we agreed that we make a collaboration with a frozen product company to maintain our stocks. Should we continue the agreement, or that's of minor importance for now?
I think we should go for it, but I will I will save it for another meeting, and I will look after it. So I also will do some correction about the previous amendments, and I think we should go on with this meeting. So in that case, will someone propose with the minute of the previous meeting? Anyone?
Uh, I propose that the minute be accepted, Mr. Chairperson.
Okay, thank you. Anyone who want to second the proposal?
Yes, I
I
agree.
second the proposal.
Okay, all right. So without further ado, thank you. I hereby confirm the minutes of the last meeting with an amendment. So before we proceed with the agendas, is there any matter that anyone would like to ask?
Yes, Mr. Chairperson, I would like to know if the tenders for new advertising services have been received. That's all.
Uh, that's all. All right. Mr. Shah, could you respond to this question?
Yes, Mr. Chairperson. We have received some of 8 new tenders from different service providers, and currently we are still viewing their applications. We expect the result will be out in just another 2 weeks.
Okay. That's it, Mr. Shah.
I think that's all for now.
Okay, thank you. So is there anything else? So without, okay, of course no. Okay. So if there anything more, let us move on to our main agenda today. Well, I would like to do our company. I would say that our company are currently working on how we can help those B40 families in Malaysia, especially after the pandemics. I know we all done pandemic. We go through over it, and especially they are in the tight situation right now. So we have to do some charity, some contribution for our country. So I would like to hear suggestion from all of you. I'll open it.
Can I start first, Mr. Chairperson?
Yes, go on, go on.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The COVID-19, also known as the coronavirus, has affected day-to-day life and is slowing down the global economy as pandemic has affected thousands of people. We must take opportunity to build back better. So I would like to suggest that our company, with announcing a sum of 1 million ringgit during the COVID-19 pandemic, to food aid will program to help B40 families during the COVID-19 pandemic. the sum of 1 million ringgit food aid is expected to reach 28,000 families for those whose livelihoods have been cut off due to the pandemic, and each household will receive a food pack of essential items, including our canned food products and drink, as well as Kintan instant noodles. This charity program is hoped to help those affected during COVID-19 pandemic, as now is the time for global solidarity and support.
I think I agree with you. There is a need for us to aid those in need, particularly the B40 group. This is because we are already aware of the assistance of families who struggle to make ends meet. We all know that Malaysians are still looking for Malaysians who need help. The involvement of our company in supporting this group will present prospects for other organizations to sponsor additional help.
Based on my opinion, I am afraid I don't quite agree with you because based on our budget, I don't think it is relevant for us to contribute a huge amount of money to B40 families. In fact, we have to invest on new machines and technologies altogether as we are planning to diversify our product. Furthermore, we will have to compete with many well-known products. I have another option if that amount of money still need to be contributed. My opinion is by collab with other NGOs for the aid food program. I know this one company that active in funding and charity program, and I am pretty sure that they would love to join this program.
I'm sorry, what points for Mr. Shah? What's the main point? What's your, the main point?
My main point for my suggestion is that we would be announcing our company a sum of 1 million ringgit food aid program to help B40 families during the COVID-19 pandemic.
I think that I actually like the idea from Ms. Haja, but can I ask from Mr. Shah to collaborate with Ms. Haja to look after these details? I think the point from Ms. Haja looks more convincing, but I would like Mr. Shah with your ability to look after these details and this matter with Ms. Haja. Is that possible?
Inshallah, we will look for the matter of Siti Haja's point.
Okay, that's all right. Okay, so let's move on to our second agenda, which is for now our company only supplies products at hypermarkets and supermarkets only. And I would like to know if we can widen this distribution of our products to any other possible places. Can I have some suggestion?
Mr. Chairperson. I believe we can start introducing our food products to transport providers. We should try to beat tenders at Malindo Air, Firefly, AirAsia, and try cruise and water transport companies as well.
Okay, that sounds like a very good idea. Could you please tell us how to go about it?
We can visit those companies and talk to them so we can assess their needs. These companies provide a very large number of foods on daily basis to customers from different backgrounds. We need to understand their preferences, challenges, and expectations in order to provide the best service to them. A study is required. We can set up several teams to collect data and collaborate together. Using the data, we can approach the companies again and offer services which are tailored to their needs.
Anyone who want to add? Is there anyone who want to support with this idea?
Again, Mr. Chairperson?
Is that it? Okay. If that's it, so I should make it clear that thing that we can approach transport companies like Malindo, which is stated by Ms. Nashita earlier. So study their needs and come up with products that can best suit their needs. So seriously, there's nothing to add.
Now,
I agree with that. We can also join food fairs abroad to introduce our product into the international market. We should join food fairs in London, Frankfurt, and other places. All these years, we only joined the Malaysian International Food and Beverage Trade Air and fairs in Brunei and Singapore.
Okay, I get it. That also seems like a good idea. I think we should go with that. Okay, Miss Haja and Miss Nasta, it's a good idea. It's a brilliant idea. So I would like Miss Nashita and Miss Haja to look further into these matters, and you may set your team to study the ideas and etc. So now about our final agenda, which is about our customer complaints. Miss Haja, could you please explain to us about this matter?
Yes, Mr. Jefferson. Currently, our company became the center of attention last month when a customer recorded a video showing a big rat sleep under a freezer where our products were kept in a freezer. Where in a high. I'm sorry. Our company became a center of attention last month when a customer recorded a big rat under a freezer when our product were kept in a hypermarket in Kuala Lumpur. However, the hypermarket management took swift action by getting pest control services to handle rat infestation. They also made it clear that our product were not affected. We also made a press conference to clarify the matter, and the hypermarket management issued an apology to the public and our country. Our company, I'm sorry. However, we have some problems with some members of the public who still skeptical about the safety of our product.
Oh, that seems awful for me, especially for our good reputation. So, would you suggest to improve our tarnished reputation and make sure the same incident will not repeat itself? What's your suggestion?
I suggest that we came up with a clearer guidelines on food storage to our customer and clients and make sure they adhere to the guidelines. We must emphasize that failure to do so may affect not only the quality of our product, but also us as a brand. We also need to highlight that we can take legal actions against any companies that put us in trouble.
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds convincing. So, is that it, Miss Nashita?
I think that's all.
Okay, there's some good actions on how we react with these problems. So, I think that is a good thing. Is convincing. Okay, it makes me feel better, especially. So, please state the expected budget that you need to carry out the task, and send the draft of your budget proposal to me after this meeting. So I will try to get it approved and released within 2 weeks. So, is there anything else to bring on attention?
Yes, actually, Mr. Chairperson. Do we get some financial allocations to include in our reports?
That things I'll cover earlier. I'll cover out earlier. Like I said earlier. Okay. I'm sorry.
All right,
That's
take
some
note.
misunderstanding. But as I said earlier, I need some budget proposal sent to me after this meeting for all of the action or for all the matters that we've discussed. So I will try to get it approved within 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. If I as soon as possible, I can say that it's as soon as possible. So all right, since there is no other matter, let us bring this meeting to a close for today. So let's just recap the meeting outcomes before we end with this meeting. So we first we agree that we will have the partnership with NGOs for food aid and food banks program. So Mr. Shah and Ms. Haja will study the details and present them in our next meeting. Next is we also agree to widen our markets, and Ms. Nashta and Ms. Haja will cover this matter. Finally, we will have a clear guideline on food storage and distribution, and Ms. Haja will look after this matter. Okay, fair and square. So we will meet again in the next meeting on, if I'm not mistaken, 26th of June. So you all have precisely, if I'm not mistaken, a month to prepare for your report for our next meeting. Okay. Mr. Rao, see you in the next meeting. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. And thank you, Mr. Chairperson.
Waalaikumsalam.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you to all.
Okay lah.